What an amazing job by 2K. I am super excited about the new gameplay changes. Yesterday, I made a video talking about the buff to interior defense, and I told you guys I'm gonna get on out there and test interior defense to see if it was indeed buffed. And man, I tell you, the gameplay changes that were made, it doesn't even only feel like interior defense was solely buffed. It seemed like everything all around was brought back to NBA 2K23 day one. But don't just take my word for it. We're gonna review gameplay. I saved a ton of clips solely from yesterday's gameplay to showcase the interior defense buff. Let's get on over to that gameplay so I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. I saved all these clips are all from yesterday. I was running on my 6'8" center. And it was extremely noticeable from the onset, the very first game that I got on with my 6'8". All of these contests, man, you know what? Let's back this up because I got to showcase something. I'm going to back this up just a bit and replay it. So you see this guy driving in the middle. Now, this is what we're normally used to seeing. As he drives into the paint, two others are going to mash into the paint with him. So we're going to let this play out. He comes into the paint. On both sides, you're going to have two other offensive players going into the paint as well. This is the goofiness and the super low IQ that we're normally used to seeing on NBA 2K23, especially in the rec center, especially against randoms. But yesterday's gameplay was very different for myself, the interior defender. All three players, all three offensive players in the paint. Look at what happens. He passes off to the dude right next to him. He then passes it to him. And no, that's contested, Brody. This is the beauty of having good interior defense on NBA 2K23. Look at the blocks. Again, I tell you, these clips were all from yesterday's gameplay alone. You guys see the new jerseys. It's the first time that I went into the rec center since the season 4 update, and all of the contests that I received probably maxed out all the contests I received in my entire time playing NBA 2K23. Yesterday alone, I got more contests than I had ever received, and I was running on a 6'8" center build, which is absolutely amazing. I love the idea of being able to be fast in the paint and still be able to make the contests, which weren't happening. You get in position early with a 6'8" build, but you weren't getting any type of contest. They were just like mashing into the paint like you wasn't even there. And now it's completely different. Super excited to bring this to you guys. Hopefully you guys are having the same experience that I am, because man, I was cheesing the entire time playing the game. It just felt smart. Whatever changes 2K made to NBA 2K23 was an extremely smart decision, and it, you know, kind of bugs me out because I'm thinking, man, if you guys were able to make that change, one, why don't you take ownership for that change? There should have been a huge announcement from 2K saying that they fixed the game. That's what I was thinking. And when I dropped that video yesterday, I was going through my comment section and folks were saying that there was just a slight change, like it wasn't noticeable. But man, I tell you, from these clips that you're seeing in the background, it is extremely noticeable, the changes that they made to interior defense. But I also want to mention that it wasn't just interior defense. Like the goofy level, it's almost like 2K has a switch or a slider for goofiness, because they turned goofiness completely off. You felt like a smart player, where when you're out there and you're doing your work early, you made a decision, you were rewarded for that decision. And I brought my lockdown out as well yesterday, and I was getting first of all, with my lockdown build, I think they buffed the interceptor badge as well. I want to mention that because with my lockdown build, when I brought them out for a few games, I got the most steals that I ever got in one game. I brought them out there for maybe 2 or 3 games, but I like capped the most steals that I beat that record for the most steals, which is amazing to me because I felt like interceptor was messed up as well. You know how you're making your decision, doing your work early to get into the passing lanes, and you weren't getting rewarded. It was so frustrating to play on the lockdown build. The day that I deleted 2K, which was a couple weeks ago, I had deleted the game because I was so frustrated. On that day, I played with my best build, my 3-level scorer build, which I had a, you know, general overall good experience with him. But then I got on my lockdown build to lead me to a tremendous amount of frustration because I was getting no steals. And then I played on the same 6-8 build that you're seeing out here right now, and I said negative, I am out of here, deleted the game because it was so frustrating. When I was doing my work early, it wasn't getting rewarded, and then 2K flicks a switch or adjusts a slider, and now we're getting amazing contests in the paint. This is about like 5 minutes worth of clips, and I'm sure you guys could hear my excitement because, man, I was downing the game. But I gotta commend 2K for the changes that they made. Better late than never. The game felt absolutely amazing. You're gonna see much more of me here online. You're gonna see me going live playing the game as well. Hopefully these changes hold up. Hopefully the 2K community does not cry. Whatever changes they made, it wasn't like they just nerfed finishing to give a buff to interior defense. If you finish properly, if you know like your animation and what like hand to dunk with, like if a defender's on the right side, you want to dunk with your left. I'm gonna play this off again because that's how excited I am. I don't mind showing it again. But if you know how to dunk properly using your right stick when you're going up for your driving dunk, then you're gonna finish accordingly. If all these goofies, man, I tell you, I'm almost out of breath talking so much. Extreme excitement, like my excitement levels were just super high to see that folks were still able to finish out there if they had the IQ to finish properly. But if I consider myself in a maybe not elite, but a pretty good interior defender. I understand I have that defensive awareness, and it finally showcased, as you guys see in these clips from yesterday's gameplay. When you did your work early, you were rewarded for it. I love it. I love to see all these animations. I was just super excited. Hopefully you guys are having the same experience, man. I just wanted to keep you guys updated on the changes that were made in NBA 2K23, and hopefully we can reinvigorate and also elevate our experience playing the game the rest of the year. I'm super excited about it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all be sure to keep it locked right here at AllCity Live TV. I do want to talk about the buff too. I'm going to play with my lockdown build today, so I want to talk about the buff that I've noticed for the interceptor badge. So y'all be sure to keep it locked right here. Drop a like, drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.